A few words about Doug Freedman. Well, Dougie was in that upper echelon of musicians. I think I first met him when they came to my high school and played in F-Wing. It was Dougie Freedman and Dave Moreno on bass. I don't quite remember who was on guitar. It might have been Joey Calcagno. By the way, he's another fine musician who didn't quite get the kind of break he deserved. But yeah, Dougie, he was kind of a fixture and kind of known as one of the legitimate musicians. Knows what he's doing, can read music, knows music, that kind of stuff. Of course, we all know him from Vital Signs and all that, but long before that, we crossed paths. At least I did anyway, from time to time. When he would play the Bohemia or any such local Hayward club, whether it be Rags was one of his bands, I think.
Played for me many times the Frenchies as the Rags, a lot of times.
And that was
almost probably as much as Benny and the Jets.
Yeah, well, they were a working band. That was with Jim Ziegler, right, and Freeman, and anyway, they were one of the few bands that I knew that could actually play songs off the Steely Dan Asia record. Not too many bands could do that. Doug, really sweet guy, quick wit, smart guy. Had a very storied life. I mean, I didn't have much of a chance to really sit down and talk to him in an interview or one-on-one formats, kind of like what we're doing here. But in the last 2 months, I did, and pretty much I can't really put a finger on it what caused that. But I remember he called me once, and I called him back. I didn't know that he played for Iron Butterfly for about 3 years. He gave me the background on that. That was pretty interesting. And then, he settled in, he got older. It seems like once you pass age 30, you're kind of out of the business. Yeah. And so he was living in Mountain House with his, wife or girlfriend and giving lessons and whatever until COVID shut him down.
Played for me quite a few times. Was always at, mostly all our book reunions. I mean, he was always there. Kind of another odd thing is the girl that he was living with all those years was an ex-girlfriend of mine that I gave her my dog after a divorce. I had 2 dogs. I gave her, when I was taken out, I gave her my dog, and she, after a couple of years later, she became Doug's girlfriend.
Is she a musician? Does she play an instrument?
She sang. Name was Beth.
Because I saw a video on Facebook.
Yeah, I think she sang. She used to, I used to see them at Sausage and Suds and at the place down at, on the Hayward show thing.
Right, yeah.
Whatever they called that one in
that
Hayward.
Bar.
No, the outdoor thing they did every year down there.
Right, the Show and Shine?
But they always were there. They were always there. In fact, Jimmy Bedford would be working on it, and of course they'd be there too. Jimmy Bedford always was part of all those things, and they were pretty friendly too, Jimmy and Doug too.